Hi everybody, Old Iron Will here again, coming at you from my shop here in northern Saskatchewan. Hope everybody's having a great day. It's November 16th here. It's Grey Cup Day for Canada. And my hometown Saskatchewan Rough Riders are in the game, so kind of exciting when they make it to the Grey Cup. Doesn't happen all that often, but they're there and we're pretty excited about it in this province. So just wanted to give you everybody a little quick update on the old 3 horsepower project here. We're moving along. Things are starting to come along a little bit. We've been getting a little bit of work done. You can see the flywheels are on there. Just kind of, I've timed the engine, so got the exhaust valve timed and all that right now. So playing around with that a little bit while off camera, while my ultrasonic cleaner was running. When it's running, it's kind of noisy in here, so not really good for taping when that's happening. So, hey guys, how's it going today? Just a quick update, maybe what I'm going to work on today. Going to be working on the 3 horsepower olds again. Got a few pieces I'm going to throw in the ultrasonic tank just to start doing some cleaning up. Get these pieces kind of ready to go on the engine. The other big job is I'm going to work on the journals and clean up the rust and stuff on them. Maybe see if we can start loosening up that governor weight. So I'll throw the camera on a stand here and we'll start seeing how it goes. So I got a little bit of a setback here. I'm gonna have to pull the cam gear for whatever reason on the One Revolution. It's binding there. You can kind of see where it's marking on the crank throw. So I guess that's some of the things you gotta expect in these 100-year-old plus engines. You're gonna have a little setback like that. So anyways, I'll be pulling that off and seeing what's gonna happen here. I did throw the flywheels on. Got the journals cleaned up as good as I could. There's some pitting on them, but they'll work. They're more in serviceable with a little bit of pitting that's in some of them, and just kind of hold some extra grease and stuff like that. So grease and oil help lubricate them, and for as hard as this engine's ever going to work again, they'll work for that. So there's a rivet there that was holding the cam mold on the cam gear. I filed that down a little tighter. Kind of cleaned everything back up, just dressed everything in the file, and now we got clearance all the way around. So that problem is now been addressed. Well, there we go, guys. Just pulled the bearing caps out of the ultrasonic cleaner. They came out pretty good. So maybe just a little bit of cleanup to do on the bearings, babbitt surfaces themselves. But a lot of the rust and everything like that's come off. So ran the check valve on the left is the one that came off this engine. The one on the right was the one I had before. So just playing around, just getting it sealed, working on cleaning it up right now. I think I'm going to be okay. I think the exhaust valve is long enough, so I don't think I'm going to have to make a new one of those or anything like that. Or just, kind of got everything spinning freely. So really, I think the next job is going to be starting to work on the spark timer and starting to dig into this fuel mixer a little bit as time permits, and figuring out what I need to machine there to try and get her going. So, hi guys, just showing you there that to get the governor pieces apart here. So probably just going to throw them in the ultrasonic cleaner, give them a good clean here, and get them ready to go back on the engine here shortly. So it's a quick idea. Everything loosened up pretty quick. A little bit of penetrating fluid, a little bit of PB blaster, and a little gentle persuasion, and everything's loose. Here we go, guys. Like I say, it's slowly coming together here. You know, got the, everything's timed up now. Got the rocker arm, got the exhaust valve, that was able to work. I was a little bit worried that maybe I'd cut the exhaust valve a little short, but you know, I was able to make that all work up. Bearing caps are all cleaned up, you know, so. Really, I think the next big job is going to be one of my least favorite jobs. I need to make shims for the bearings, which I know I always hate. And then the other one's going to be wiring up the spark contact and everything, timer and everything like that, getting it worked up and cleaned up. Parts have been cleaned up for it, so maybe show you. It's got a little bit of compression, so that's good. Exhaust, the intake valve is hanging up a little bit, so I'm probably gonna have to pull that off, maybe just dress it with some steel wool or something like that. Maybe there's a little bit of a high spot somewhere on that valve, or maybe some wore out emery cloth. We'll do something along those lines just to make sure that it's all working fine and not giving me issues down the road. So you can see it's got compression here. You can take sucking, it'll bounce back against compression. So that's a win in my book. So guys, that's kind of the end of the olds update today. A few other things going on. Like I say, it's November 16th, so you know, winter's getting closer all the time here. You know, so I had to put a few things away, pulling some batteries. You know, pulled the battery on the golf cart and my zero-turn mower and all that, put it away for winter storage, put those all away for winter storage. Planning on maybe giving you guys a little tour of the containers here coming up, so just look for that coming out. I'm hoping we get another nice day where it's not too cold, and maybe walk you through those, our 3 containers, show you what's out there for engines. And the other thing I did, I bought a tractor this week too. Nothing rare, nothing fancy, just it's a 1950 Minneapolis Moline Model Z, I guess ZAS if you want to be real particular with it. Don't know a lot about them, but it's about 3/4 of a mile just away from my place here. So neighbor had it. He thought he had sold it to somebody else, and they've never come for it. So we were having coffee the other day, and I said, well, if you want to sell it, and he had never been paid for it or anything like that. I said, I'll give you the money for it. That guy offered. It was more than fair, and you know, a good deal on my part, and he was happy to get rid of it. And so I'll have to get it home. I don't know, you know, don't know if it's seized or anything like that. It's pretty complete actually. So when I get, maybe I'll do a video up of when we're bringing it home. I'm gonna get my friend Barry to help me. I think it's close enough. Tires are holding air, so I think we can just pull it home, and I'll use the John Deere 1840 and maybe just, you know, we'll pull it home in just a little bit and figure out where I'm gonna keep it for the winter and what my next plans are for it. So anyways, that's it for now, everybody. Cheers and take care.